Now it's time for our weekly segment, Trey Helps, with attorney Trey Harrell. He's joining us to talk about the red flags to be aware of following an auto accident. As always, good to have you on, sir. And people have been calling you about these segments and helping them out, helping out maybe a daughter or somebody in the family. Let's start off.
And I'll tell you, before we dive into that, I'll tell you that when I get a call from a dad or a mom because they want me to help their kid, that's like the biggest compliment you can imagine, right? As a dad, and I mean, you're a parent, you get it. As a parent, if you trust me with your kid, that's amazing. So thank you for the folks that call and do that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Let's get to the questions. After an auto accident, who are the people and what are some of the things that we should be skeptical of or make us skeptical?
Yeah.
I mean, little red flags that are popping up.
I mean, I think just as in anything in life, there are red flags that pop up and you got to be aware of. I think that one of the biggest things to be concerned about is anybody who tries to give you unsolicited advice, legal, medical, or otherwise.
Okay.
Any tow truck drivers or medical folks or even witnesses on the scene or lawyers that just say, "Hey, let me do this for you." You know, you need to take their advice, but then go research it.
Sure.
Clearly, just like anything, you don't just scroll through Instagram or TikTok and take what they say at face value. At least you shouldn't, right? You should check that stuff out.
And other social media.
And any other social media, you should always double check. And so, with anything, if the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, you got to be ready for it. Whether it's an insurance adjuster, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's a doc, whoever it is.
You said a lawyer, skeptical of a particular lawyer, or maybe you're in an accident, you're there, and then all of a sudden some guy walks over and says, "Listen, I know you're doing okay. Give me a call if you need some assistance." That may be a red flag right there.
That may be a red flag. Any lawyer that you're talking to that immediately starts on your first call starts quoting case law or using real complex legal jargon. And I don't mean saying the word typically or allegedly or depends, but I mean complex legal jargon. Just kind of, step back. Don't think they're trying to wow you too much. Also, any lawyer on your first call that gives you a guarantee, because you don't know everything. As a lawyer, when you call my office, I don't know everything about your situation. No one's in my office is going to tell you we can definitely do this or we can definitely do that. And if they do, I need to have a conversation with those people. But it's one of those things that you always need to be cognizant of what someone is saying to you to be aware of it. Right?
Not only that, but also with the insurance people literally within hours may say, "Hey, listen, I've got this check for $20,000. Go ahead and sign it, and it's yours, and we're good to go then."
Exactly. You got to remember that an insurance company's job typically is to settle a claim as quickly and as economically as possible. Right?
That's their job.
That's their job. They're adjusting your claim.
Shareholders and stakeholders.
Exactly. They're not bad people. They're not evil. I know I make jokes that they're Darth Vader and the evil empire and all that.
They're doing their job.
They're doing their job. And so you just got to be aware that that's their job. So be skeptical when you deal with it, right? And I mean, any insurance company that's going to fight you and then pay $10 million for a Super Bowl ad might want to, might want to say, "Hey, you're gonna nickel and dime me, but you're paying $10 million to get Arnold Schwarzenegger on the big game." Yeah, you got to be aware of that.
Let's go step by step. We've got a couple of minutes. You're in an automobile accident. Both people are visibly not injured, but both the vehicles are pretty smashed up, if not total. From the time you get out of the car, you're kind of feeling yourself around, adjusting yourself, making sure that from the energy, the excitement, and the emotion that's going on, you want to make sure that you're okay to walk around and to maybe take pictures. What should somebody do step by step by step?
It's pretty simple. If you're not catastrophically injured and need EMS, you should make sure the other person's okay. Don't say "I'm sorry," don't say "my bad," don't say any of that stuff, but make sure, just as a decent human being, make sure everybody's okay. After you've made sure you're okay. Take the pictures of the car. Take pictures from different angles. Take pictures there. Take pictures of the other car involved in the accident as well.
Pictures of the road.
Pictures of the road.
How
pictures
far
of the signs.
Or in the road.
Yeah.
You cannot take too many pictures.
You can't take too many pictures because the beauty of it is you can just delete them off your phone if you don't need them.
Sure.
Right. But you can't retake them later on in life. So it's always something that you just really need to be prepared for, and you need to be prepared because an insurance company is going to push back on you. So you need to be ready for that.
Yeah, you've just had maybe somebody recently give you a call. Tell us if you've had any dealing with folks being skeptical.
Yeah, I had a guy who, thank God, he was skeptical. The insurance company was pushing back on his auto accident where he had minor damage, very, very little bit of damage. They were pushing back on paying $1,000 for the damage. We were able to, he ended up needing surgery, and we were able to settle his claim for $230,000 yesterday. Right?
Holy.
That doesn't happen every time.
Yeah.
I'm not a magician, but you just got to be aware of that going forward.
Can't wait till next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Get to see you again.
Thank you.
Trey Helps. Thanks to all our guests and viewers at home. If you have any questions or comments, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or abcnews4.com. The View is up next.